One of the main things I focus on in this channel is affirmations. These are positive statements that help you believe in yourself and your goals. However, I have found that asking questions can often be more effective than just repeating affirmations. Some people refer to these as affirmations, but I believe that asking the right questions can be even more powerful. In our current times, we have moved into what is known as a fourth density environment. This means that we are now in a phase of higher consciousness and greater spiritual awareness. In this new state of being, asking questions becomes an even more powerful tool. Questions can help us tap into this higher level of awareness and bring about positive changes in our lives more effectively. So, while affirmations are still important and useful, incorporating questions into our practice can make a big difference. Questions encourage us to think deeply and connect with our true desires and potential. They help us to understand ourselves better and guide us towards the actions we need to take to achieve our goals. In this unique and never-before-seen time for human awareness, we are on the verge of a major change. This change is a move from the third level of existence to the fourth. The fourth level of existence is a higher and more advanced state where energy vibrates at a faster rate, and light particles carry more information. This higher state helps us see through the barriers that hide the truth of the universe from our subconscious mind. In this new level of existence, we become more aware of ourselves and our surroundings. We feel more connected to each other and have a stronger sense of spirituality. As we enter the fourth level, our thoughts and intentions start to directly shape our reality in a more powerful way. This means that what we think and feel can become real more easily. In this new era, the invisible becomes visible, and the spiritual world merges with the physical world. Our heightened awareness and connection to the universe lead us to a new way of living, where our inner thoughts and outer experiences are closely linked, creating a reality that is influenced by our deepest intentions and spiritual insights. At the center of this huge change are the questions we ask, not just to others but to ourselves and the universe. In a time when our awareness is more powerful than ever, the questions we ask can lead to big changes. These questions guide us on a journey that changes our reality. This audiobook focuses on the importance of asking questions and how thinking about the right ones can help us grow and transform both personally and as a group. Why are questions so powerful in this new time? Our questions are more than just words. They are like signals we send out into the universe, which is now more responsive and flexible. Each question we ask invites new ideas, opportunities, and ways to understand things. They are like keys that open doors to greater wisdom, wealth, health, love, and spiritual enlightenment. When we ask questions, we start a process that can lead to discovering new things and creating new paths in life. By asking and reflecting on the right questions, we can gain deeper insights and make positive changes. These questions help us connect with the universe and ourselves on a deeper level, leading to a richer and more meaningful life. I've noticed that whenever I ask a question, I eventually get an answer. Sometimes it comes right away, and other times it takes hours, days, or even a month. It's amazing how surprising some of the answers can be. In this new level of consciousness we're in, all the answers are available to us. Questions can guide us and help us connect with the universe in a meaningful way. They can help us clarify our desires and direct our energy towards achieving our goals. This audiobook is not just a guide, it's an invitation for you to discover and transform yourself. As you explore the new and unknown areas of the fourth density, let's use the power of your questions to shape a reality that matches your deepest desires and highest goals. Throughout human history, questions have been at the heart of our search for understanding and meaning. Ancient philosophers wondered about the mysteries of existence, and modern scientists explore the secrets of the universe. These questions have always driven human progress and evolution. In the early stages of human development, our questions were mainly about survival. We asked things like, Where can I find food? Or how can I protect myself from danger? When we asked these questions, we found answers that helped us survive. As societies grew and advanced, our questions became more complex. Our curiosity expanded, and we started asking questions about the world and ourselves. We wondered, why does the sun rise and set? Or what is the nature of happiness? This change in the questions we ask shows how our thinking has evolved. Our questions have not only become more complex, but also more varied. We now ask about our place in the universe, our purpose, and our connections with others. This evolution in questioning reflects our growth from focusing on basic needs to exploring deeper meanings and connections. By continuing to ask questions, we keep learning and growing, both individually and as a society. This process of questioning helps us understand more about ourselves and the world, leading to a richer and more meaningful life. There are different types of questions that serve various purposes. Open-ended questions are broad and invite exploration and deep thinking. For example, asking, "What is the purpose of life?" doesn't seek a definite answer. Instead, it opens up many possibilities and encourages us to think more deeply. Reflective questions make us look inward and think about our own experiences, beliefs, and feelings. A question like, "How did this experience shape my beliefs?" isn't just about finding an external truth. It's about understanding our own personal truths. Guiding questions are often used in education or for personal growth. These questions are designed to lead us on a path of discovery and help us find insights we might not see on our own. For example, "What steps can I take to achieve my goal?" provides a framework for action, but it still allows for personal interpretation and decision-making. Each type of question serves a different purpose, helping us explore, reflect, and discover in unique ways. The impact of these questions on our mind and spirit is very significant. When we ask powerful questions, especially those that challenge what we believe or introduce new viewpoints, we engage in a type of mental and spiritual exercise. This process not only stimulates our thinking but also affects our deepest selves. Asking powerful questions can increase our awareness. It can help us see new ways of thinking and feeling, which deepens our understanding of ourselves and our place in the universe. This process can bring about major changes, leading to personal growth, emotional healing, and even a feeling of transcendence. By challenging our current beliefs and exploring new ideas, we can experience profound personal development. This kind of questioning helps us grow emotionally and spiritually, making us more aware and connected to the world around us. Through this transformative process, we can achieve a greater sense of purpose and fulfillment. As we move into the fourth density, asking questions becomes even more important. In this new level of existence, our thoughts and intentions have a stronger impact on our reality. The questions we ask don't just show what we want or are curious about, they actually help create our experiences. By getting good at asking questions and understanding how different types of questions affect us, we gain a powerful tool for navigating this new world of human consciousness. Asking the right questions helps us shape our reality and make the most of this exciting new phase of existence. In this journey, mastering the art of asking questions means learning to explore our desires, curiosities, and intentions more deeply. This skill helps us better understand ourselves and our place in the universe, guiding us through this transformative period with greater awareness and purpose. In the area of personal growth and self-improvement, affirmations are widely known as a powerful way to achieve desires and build positive mindsets. However, there is another powerful but often overlooked tool: questions. When asked in the right way, questions can be as effective as affirmations, creating a pathway for transformation and insight. The idea is simple yet profound. Traditional affirmations are positive statements in the present tense that declare what we want to be true. For example, "I am successful," or "I am surrounded by love." These statements aim to reprogram our subconscious mind, helping us to believe in and attract these positive realities. However, Not everyone finds affirmations effective. Sometimes our inner skeptic might reject these statements, especially if they feel too far from our current reality. This is where questions can make a big difference. Instead of stating something as already true, questions invite us to explore possibilities. They can gently guide our mind toward new ways of thinking and feeling without triggering resistance. For example, asking, "What steps can I take to become successful?" Or, "How can I attract more love into my life?" encourages us to consider actionable paths and opens our minds to new ideas. Using questions in this way can be a powerful tool for personal growth. They allow us to explore our desires and intentions in a way that feels more natural and achievable. This method can help us overcome inner doubts and move towards our goals with greater confidence and clarity. When we change a positive statement into a question, we can trick our brains into being less doubtful. Instead of saying, "I am successful," we ask, "Why am I so successful?" This small change leads to something called instinctive elaboration. Our brains love solving problems, so when we ask a question, our brains start looking for answers. This process creates new ideas and possibilities that fit the question. To turn positive statements into powerful questions, we need to make sure these questions assume the positive outcome is already happening. This way, our minds start thinking about and expanding on this positive idea. For example, if your positive statement is, "I am healthy and full of energy," you can turn it into a question like, "Why am I feeling healthier and more energetic every day?" This not only reinforces your belief in your health, but also makes you think about the reasons and actions that support this feeling. There are many stories about people who have used the power of asking the right questions to change their lives. Take, for example, a young entrepreneur who often feels unsure of herself and suffers from imposter syndrome. She feels like she doesn't truly belong in her role and that she's just pretending to be capable. Traditional affirmations like, "I am a successful entrepreneur," don't seem to help her. They feel empty and unconvincing, almost like she's lying to herself. However, when she tried a different approach and asked herself, "Why am I the right person to lead this project?" things started to change. This question made her think about her own skills, past achievements, and her unique vision for her business. She began to see all the reasons why she was actually well suited for her role. This shift in perspective helped her realize her own worth and abilities. By reflecting on her strengths and experiences, her self-doubt began to fade. Instead of feeling like an imposter, she started to feel more confident and purposeful. This simple change from a statement to a question turned her mindset around, giving her the confidence she needed to lead her project successfully. This story shows how powerful it can be to ask the right questions, as they can help us see our true potential and overcome our doubts. Consider someone who struggles with constant stress and anxiety. His therapist advises him to change his approach from using positive statements to asking positive questions. Instead of saying, "I am at peace," he starts asking, "Why am I feeling more peaceful each day?" This simple change helps him notice and appreciate the small moments of calm in his life. Over time, these small moments add up, and he starts to feel a deeper and more lasting sense of peace. These examples show how turning affirmations into questions can be a powerful tool for personal change. When we ask questions, our brains naturally want to find answers. This taps into our brain's problem-solving abilities, making the positive ideas more believable and motivating. It encourages us to explore, discover, and grow. For instance, each time the man asks himself why he feels more peaceful, he might notice things like a quiet walk in the park, a deep breath during a stressful moment, or a kind word from a friend. These small observations help him build a stronger sense of peace and reduce his overall anxiety. By reframing affirmations as questions, we create a mental environment that supports positive change. Our brains work to find answers that align with the positive question, helping us build a more convincing and motivating story about ourselves. This approach makes it easier to see and appreciate the positive aspects of our lives, leading to personal growth and transformation. This method is especially powerful as we move through what some call the fourth density, a level of existence where our thoughts and feelings are very important in creating our reality. By using questions, we can confirm our goals and dreams in a way that is lively, interesting, and deeply changing. In the fourth density, our internal conversations, or the way we talk to ourselves in our minds, are crucial. They help shape what we experience in our lives. When we ask ourselves positive questions, we engage our minds in a process that is both creative and transformative. For example, instead of just saying, "I am successful," we ask, "Why am I so successful?" This not only makes our minds look for reasons to feel successful, but also helps us feel more connected to our goals. This approach makes our desires and aspirations feel more real and achievable. As we explore the idea of the fourth density further, the concept of abundance becomes more significant. Abundance means having plenty of good things in life, like happiness, health, and prosperity. In this new way of thinking, abundance is not just about having more stuff. It's about feeling rich in experiences, relationships, and personal growth. By focusing on positive questions, we can better appreciate and create this sense of abundance in our lives. Our minds work to find and amplify the positive aspects of our reality, helping us to live more fulfilling and enriched lives. This process makes our journey through the fourth density more meaningful and transformative, as we learn to harness the power of our thoughts and internal dialogues to shape a better reality. In this context, abundance isn't just about having a lot of money or being successful in a worldly sense. It's about having rich experiences, a full life, and a deep feeling of gratitude and connection. It's about realizing that there's enough for everyone and that our own happiness adds to the overall abundance of the universe. To connect with this sense of abundance, we need to start by asking ourselves the right questions. These questions should help us see our desires for abundance, but also make us aware of the abundance we already have. Recognizing abundance means seeing it in many different forms. It's not just about money. It can be about having time, love, good health, opportunities, or even material things. When we ask ourselves questions that focus on the abundance we already have, we start to see and appreciate these things more. For instance, when we ask, "How do I already experience abundance in my life?" we might notice the supportive relationships we have, the moments of joy and peace, the chances to learn and grow, and the health we enjoy. This helps us feel richer and more fulfilled, even if we don't have everything we want yet. By focusing on these positive questions, we train our minds to look for and acknowledge the good things around us. This helps us build a mindset of abundance, where we feel grateful and connected to the world. Here are some specific questions that can help you develop a mindset of abundance. 1. What am I grateful for today? Asking this question helps us focus on the present moment and recognize the good things we already have in our lives. It's like taking a moment to appreciate the simple joys and blessings around us. 2. How can I share my abundance with others? Abundance isn't just about having a lot, it's also about giving and sharing with others. This question encourages us to think about ways we can be generous, whether it's by giving our time, knowledge, or even a simple act of kindness. When we share our abundance, it tends to grow and benefit everyone involved. 3. What are the ways in which I am wealthy beyond money? This question reminds us that wealth isn't just about how much money we have. It's about recognizing the richness of our lives in other ways, like having loving relationships, good health, or opportunities for personal growth. By expanding our definition of wealth, we can appreciate the abundance in all areas of our lives. 4. How can I open myself to receive more abundance? Sometimes our own beliefs and attitudes can block the flow of abundance into our lives. By asking this question, we can explore any limiting beliefs or negative thoughts that might be holding us back. This allows us to identify and remove these blocks, making room for more abundance to flow in. By asking these kinds of questions regularly, we can train our minds to focus on abundance and see the abundance that already exists in our lives. This helps us cultivate a mindset of gratitude, generosity, and openness, leading to greater happiness and fulfillment. If you're facing challenges and you're already trying affirmations, consider adding questions to your toolkit. Sometimes the answers we seek are already within us, waiting to be uncovered. When we ask questions, we give our subconscious mind permission to bring these answers to the surface. Especially in this fourth density environment, where our thoughts have more power, these answers are more accessible than ever before. Here's a suggestion. When you ask yourself a question, take a moment to visualize the answers. Close your eyes and imagine the possibilities in vivid detail. Let your imagination roam freely. You might be surprised at the insights you discover within your own mind's eye. When we make asking questions a regular part of our lives, we're actually tuning into the positive energy of abundance that's all around us, especially in this fourth density world where thoughts are super important. But it's not just about attracting more stuff into our lives. It's also about recognizing and appreciating the abundance that's already there, like love, friendship, and the beauty of nature. This shift from thinking there's not enough to go around to feeling grateful for what we have and sharing with others is a big deal. It changes how we see the world and how we interact with it. And when we ask the right questions, we're opening ourselves up to a life that's richer, fuller, and more connected to all the amazing possibilities out there in the universe. Every question you ask is like sending out a request to the universe, and guess what? The universe has a way of answering. So why not ask some really incredible questions and see what kind of amazing answers you get back? You might just be surprised at how much your life can change when you start asking the right questions. Let's talk about how important our health is, especially when we're looking at it in a holistic way. When we talk about health, we're not just talking about our bodies, we're also talking about our minds and our spirits. They're all connected, and they all affect each other. In this journey towards feeling our best, our thoughts, feelings, and spiritual well-being are really important, especially in this fourth density world where everything is more interconnected. What we think and feel can have a big impact on how healthy our bodies are. It's all about understanding and taking care of this connection between our mind, body, and spirit. One way to do this is by asking ourselves the right questions. When we ask ourselves questions about our health, we're able to dig deeper and learn more about what our bodies, minds, and spirits need to be healthy. It's like having a conversation with ourselves to figure out what's going on inside. These questions help us pay attention to our bodies, understand our feelings, and connect with our spiritual selves. When we're able to do this, we're able to create a sense of balance and harmony that helps us feel healthy and full of life. Let's dive into some questions that can help you figure out how to feel your best. 1. What does my body need right now? This question is all about tuning into what your body is telling you. Maybe it's saying it needs some rest, some movement, some good food, or just a drink of water. By asking this question, you're becoming more aware of what your body needs, and that's super important for staying healthy. 2. How are my emotions affecting my physical health? Our feelings can have a big impact on how our bodies feel. This question helps you think about whether any emotional stuff might be showing up as physical symptoms. For example, feeling stressed out might give you a headache, or feeling sad might make you feel tired. By exploring these connections, you can start to take better care of your emotional well-being, which in turn helps your physical health. 3. What activities bring me joy and energy? Doing things that make you happy and give you a boost can actually make you feel physically better too. This question helps you figure out what those things are. Maybe it's hanging out with friends, going for a walk in nature, or doing something creative. Whatever it is, finding time for activities that lift your spirits can have a positive effect on your overall health. 4. How can I take care of my spiritual health today? Spiritual well-being is just as important as physical and emotional health. This question reminds you to think about what helps you feel connected to something bigger than yourself. Maybe it's meditating, praying, spending time in nature, or doing something else that feels meaningful to you. Taking care of your spiritual side can help you feel more centered and at peace, which can have a positive impact on your health too. Now let's talk about how you can use these questions to help you feel better every day. 1. Start your day with a health-focused question. Each morning, take a few moments to ask yourself one of these questions. Let it guide your choices throughout the day. For example, you might ask, "How can I be healthier today?" Or, "What can I eat to feel better?" These questions help you think about what you can do to take care of yourself. Maybe it means choosing a healthy breakfast, taking a break to relax when you're feeling stressed, or spending some time outside in nature. 2. Use these questions to reflect on your day before going to bed. Take a few minutes to think about how you took care of your body, mind, and spirit throughout the day. Did you eat nourishing foods? Did you take time to rest and relax? Did you do something that made you happy? Reflecting on these things not only helps you feel grateful for what you have, but also helps you see where you can make improvements. Remember, being healthy isn't just about avoiding sickness. It's about feeling good physically, mentally, and spiritually. By asking yourself these questions, you're taking control of your own health and well-being. This can lead to a more balanced, energized, and fulfilling life. So give it a try and see how it makes you feel. Let's talk about how asking questions can help you find love, especially in this fourth density world where everything is more connected. In fourth density, where the lines between our thoughts, our bodies, and our spirits are kind of blurry, asking questions can be even more powerful. It can help us feel really good and really connected to ourselves and the world around us. This can lead to a sense of being truly healthy and happy in a really deep way. Wanting to find love is something humans have been doing for a long, long time. But in fourth density, finding love isn't just about finding someone who's right for you. It's about something bigger. It's about learning more about yourself and feeling connected to someone else in a really special way. So asking questions about love can help you on this journey. Questions like, "What does love mean to me?" Or, "How can I be a better partner?" can help you understand what you're really looking for and how you can be the best partner you can be. In this fourth density world, finding love isn't just about finding someone to be with. It's about growing and learning together. It's about feeling connected to someone in a way that's really deep and special. And asking questions can help you on this journey of love and self-discovery. Now, let's talk about self-inquiry when it comes to love. This means taking some time to think about what love really means to you, what you want in a partner, and how you can be a good partner yourself. It's like having a deep conversation with yourself to understand your feelings and values about love. To start this journey of self-discovery, you can ask yourself some questions. For example, you might ask, "What does perfect love look like to me?" This question helps you imagine the kind of love you really want in your life. It's not just about what your partner looks like, but also about how you want your relationship to feel and be. Another question you could ask is, "What qualities do I bring to a loving relationship?" Sometimes we focus so much on what we want from others that we forget about what we can offer. This question helps you think about your own strengths and what you bring to a relationship. You could also ask yourself, "How can I be more open to giving and receiving love?" Love is a two-way street, and sometimes we have barriers that stop us from fully experiencing it. This question helps you think about what might be getting in the way and how you can overcome those barriers. And here's a good one. What lessons have my past relationships taught me about love? Every relationship teaches us something, even if it doesn't work out. This question helps you reflect on what you've learned from past experiences and how they can shape your understanding of love moving forward. Let's talk about how these questions can actually make a big difference in people's lives. They're not just something to think about. They can change the way we live and how we feel about ourselves and others. Let me tell you a couple of stories to show you what I mean. First, there's Bobby. He'd been in a bunch of relationships that didn't last long, but then he started asking himself, what does perfect love look like to me? This question made him realize that he'd been looking for something that wasn't really right for him. It helped him understand what he really wanted in a relationship. So, he changed the way he dated. And guess what? He found a relationship that made him really happy and felt right for him. Then there's Sarah. She always felt like she had to change who she was to be loved. But then she asked herself, what qualities do I bring to a loving relationship? This question helped her see how awesome she really was and made her feel good about herself. And you know what happened? She started to love herself more, and that confidence attracted someone who loved her just the way she was. These stories show how asking yourself these kinds of questions can really change your life for the better. They help you understand yourself and what you want, and they can lead you to more fulfilling relationships. So next time you're thinking about love or relationships, why not give these questions a try? You might be surprised at what you find out. Now, let's talk about how you can use these questions in your everyday life. It's actually pretty easy. You can start by thinking about one question each day, writing about it in a journal, or even talking about it with a friend. The important thing is to be open and honest with yourself as you think about these questions. They're meant to help you learn more about yourself and what you want in life and love. Right now, our thoughts and feelings have a big impact on what happens in our lives. So when we ask ourselves these questions, they can be really powerful. They can help us figure out what we need to be happy and how to find the kind of love that's right for us. When you understand and love yourself, it makes it easier to attract and keep the kind of love you really want. It's like opening a door to a deeper, more authentic kind of love that feels just right for you. So why not give these questions a try and see where they take you? You might be surprised at what you learn about yourself and the kind of love you deserve. Let's talk about how asking questions can be really useful when it comes to spirituality. When we're on a journey to find spiritual enlightenment, asking questions can be a big help, especially in fourth density, where things are more intense and our minds are more aware. Asking questions can lead to some pretty deep insights. In fourth density, there's this sense that we're all connected and that there's something bigger out there. It's like a really fertile ground for growing spiritually and getting closer to understanding the universe and ourselves. Spiritual enlightenment isn't just about reaching a certain state, it's more like an ongoing journey of learning and growing, becoming more aware and feeling more connected to everything around us. At the heart of this journey are questions. They're like little signposts that point us in the right direction and help us understand more about ourselves and the world. These questions aren't just about finding answers. They're about opening ourselves up to new ways of thinking and feeling. They help us dive deeper into our spiritual practices and uncover new layers of meaning and connection. Let's explore some questions that can help you deepen your spirituality and grow on your spiritual journey. These questions are like little keys that can unlock new insights and understanding. 1. What is my true nature? This question is all about discovering who you really are deep down, beyond just your body and the labels that society puts on you. It's like going on a quest to understand your spiritual self and what makes you unique. 2. How do I connect with the universe? This question invites you to think about your relationship with the world around you and how you feel connected to something bigger than yourself. Maybe it's through spending time in nature, practicing meditation or prayer, or doing something else that makes you feel connected. 3. What lessons are my experiences teaching me? Every experience we have, whether it seems good or bad, has something to teach us. This question helps you think about what you're learning from the things that happen to you and how those lessons can help you grow spiritually. 4. How can I be more present in each moment? Being present and fully experiencing each moment is really important in spirituality. This question reminds you to slow down and pay attention to what's happening right now instead of worrying about the past or the future. Now, Let's talk about how you can use meditation to deepen your spirituality. It's actually pretty simple and can make a big difference in your journey. During meditation, instead of trying to find a specific answer, just let your mind explore the question freely. This helps you get into a state of mind where you're open and aware, and where new insights can come to you naturally. It's important to know that you might not get the answers right away. Sometimes they come later when you least expect it. So be patient and open to whatever comes your way. Another thing you can do is keep a spiritual journal. Write down your thoughts and feelings about the questions you're exploring during meditation. This can help you see patterns and changes over time, and it's a great way to track your progress on your spiritual journey. As you keep meditating and journaling, you'll find that you come up with better questions and deeper insights. Your spiritual journey becomes like a roadmap, showing you how far you've come and where you're headed next. It's a really valuable tool for growth and self-discovery. In fourth density, our spiritual growth speeds up. That means these questions and practices become even more important. They help us figure out what's going on in this new, kinda confusing world. They keep us steady and focused on our spiritual journey, even when everything around us seems to be changing all the time. When you spend time with these questions regularly, you're opening yourself up to a deeper understanding of spirituality and yourself. It's not like something far off in the future, it's happening right now, every day. And as you grow spiritually, you'll see that it makes your whole life richer and more meaningful. Now let's talk about how you can create your own set of questions for your journey through fourth density. It's really important that these questions feel personal to you, because everyone's journey is different. To create your personalized questions, start by thinking about what you want to achieve. What are your goals and desires? Are you looking to make changes in your relationships, career, health, spirituality, or maybe in how you see yourself? Once you've figured out what areas of your life you want to focus on, you can start to come up with questions that will help guide you. For example, if you want to improve your relationships, you might ask yourself, how can I be a better partner or friend? Or if you're focusing on your career, you could ask, what steps can I take to advance in my career? Let's talk about some tips for coming up with really good questions that can make a big impact on your life. 1. Be specific. When you ask vague questions, you get vague answers. So try to be as specific as possible. Instead of asking something like, how can I be happier? You could ask, what small thing can I do today to make myself happier? 2. Assume positive intentions. It's important to frame your questions in a positive way. Instead of asking, why do I always mess up? Try asking, what can I learn from this mistake to do better next time? 3. Keep it open-ended. Open-ended questions are ones that don't have a simple yes or no answer. They encourage you to really think about things. For example, instead of asking, should I exercise more? You could ask, what steps can I take to improve my health? 4. Align with your values. Make sure your questions match up with what's important to you. This makes them feel more meaningful and real. So if being kind is something you really care about, you might ask yourself, how can I show kindness to others today? Let's dive into some examples of how you can tweak the questions I've mentioned earlier to fit different areas of your life. It's all about making them work for you and what you're focusing on right now. 1. Career growth. Instead of asking, what does perfect love look like to me? You might change it to, what does my dream job look like and why does it excite me? This way you're thinking about what you really want in your career and what motivates you. 2. Health and well-being. Instead of, how can I be more open to giving and receiving love? You could switch it up to, how can I be more open to taking care of myself and receiving good health? This helps you focus on ways to nurture your body and mind, which is super important for your overall well-being. Now, as you grow and change, it's very important to let your questions grow and change with you. Think about the questions you ask yourself regularly, and don't be afraid to update them so they match who you are now and where you want to go. This is not a one-time thing. It's a continuous process that reflects your journey through life and your development into what's called the fourth density. Be willing to adapt and stay open-minded as you go through this process. The questions that feel right to you today might not feel the same tomorrow, and that's completely normal. It's a natural part of growing. Welcome this change as a sign that your mind is expanding and that you are gaining a deeper understanding of yourself and the world. This ongoing growth is a key part of moving into the fourth density, which is all about increased awareness and a higher state of consciousness. When you create your own personal questions and think about them often, you make a strong tool for understanding yourself, growing, and changing. These questions are like friends that help you as you move through the fourth density, which is a higher level of awareness and being. By regularly reflecting on your questions, you learn more about who you are and what you want from life. This helps you to grow and reach your fullest potential. Your questions guide you towards living a life that is true to who you really are deep inside. Imagine these questions as a map or guidebook on your journey. They help you stay focused on your goals and dreams, showing you the way forward. As you explore these questions, you uncover new insights about yourself and the world around you. This ongoing process helps you become the best version of yourself, aligning your life with your true values and aspirations. Here are some questions you can start asking yourself. As you get used to this practice, you can make your questions longer and more detailed. For now, try asking yourself these. What inspires me? Who am I becoming? What does my body need today? How can I relax more? What am I grateful for in my relationships? How can I listen better? What's my next career step? How can I improve my skills? What brings me peace? How can I connect more deeply with others? Where do I find abundance in my life? How can I give back to others? What am I curious about right now? How can I learn from this situation? What can I create today? How can I express myself better? What is my strength? How can I overcome this challenge, and what am I feeling right now? Am I fully present in this moment? These questions are just a starting point. As you practice asking yourself these kinds of questions, you can make them more complex and specific to your life. For example, instead of just asking, what inspires me, you could ask, what specific activities or people inspire me the most, and how can I include more of them in my life? By exploring your thoughts and feelings through these questions, you will gain a deeper understanding of yourself and your path. This will help you grow and make better choices in your life. As you get better at asking yourself questions, you can start making them a bit more detailed and thoughtful. Here are some examples. What unique talents and strengths do I have that I can work on developing even more? How can I step out of my comfort zone today to help myself grow personally? What simple daily actions can I take to improve my physical and mental health? How can I create a better balance between work, rest, and play in my life? What qualities do I value most in my relationships? And how can I bring more of those qualities into my own life? How can I show love and appreciation to the people around me today? What steps can I take to make sure my career aligns with my passions and values? How can I use my skills and talents to make a positive contribution to my workplace or community? What daily practices can I start to deepen my spiritual connection and find inner peace? How can I stay grounded and present when I'm feeling stressed or uncertain? How can I recognize and appreciate the abundance that already exists in my life? How can I use my resources, time, energy, and skills to help others prosper? What new skill or knowledge can I learn that will benefit others? How can I make learning a fun and fulfilling part of my everyday life? What creative activities make me happy, and how can I find more time for them? How can I express my true self more fully in all parts of my life? What can I learn from this challenge, and how can it help me grow? How can I approach difficulties with a positive and resilient mindset? What can I do right now to be more aware and present in this moment? How can mindfulness practices improve my daily experiences and interactions? By asking yourself these questions regularly, you will start to uncover more about yourself and what you truly want in life. This will help you grow and develop in a way that feels right for you. Everyone is unique, and you'll find your own way of asking the right questions that open up the parts of you that want to respond. The human mind is incredible because it naturally wants to find answers to the questions it is asked. For example, I've asked myself questions about history, my past experiences, and about other people. Whenever I ask a question, I find that I eventually get an answer. By using the power of questions, you can transform your life. Asking the right questions might be the missing piece you need to unlock your mind and subconscious. This can help you find the answers you are looking for and guide you in everything else you're doing. Imagine your mind as a treasure chest full of knowledge and insights. Asking questions is like using a key to open that chest. When you ask questions, you give your mind the freedom to explore and uncover hidden answers. This process can lead to greater self-awareness, understanding, and growth. Think of questions as tools that can help you navigate through life. They can help you make sense of your experiences, solve problems, and discover new opportunities. By regularly asking yourself thoughtful questions, you can tap into your inner wisdom and find the guidance you need. So, embrace the habit of asking questions. It's a powerful way to connect with yourself and unlock your full potential. Your mind has all the answers you need, you just have to ask the right questions to bring them to light. Thank you for listening.